DragonCon, Crispy here again in the loft of the Marriott, and we've found someone who's, dare I say, famous for faces, and in a sort of way, RJ.
Hi.
Man, thank you so much for making back out to the show. I believe this is your second year, I believe.
Second year in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of fun here.
This has kind of become a go-to show for you in the last 2 years.
It sure has. Yeah, I want to do more classes next year. I hope talking to Rachel, hopefully they'll let me do some more classes next year. And I think this morning's class went exceedingly well. Everybody had a lot of fun. We did some really cool out-of-kit makeups, 3D construction makeups, wax cuts, and the old school stuff that, the godfathers like Jack Pierce and those guys, did their makeups with.
Right.
So it was some cool stuff today. I had a lot of fun with it.
A lot of elements. I mean, that's something I know that you particular like teaching. And
I'm a teacher.
That is what you do.
I spent the last 10 years of my life as a teacher, and I just got back into this because of the show. So now I can teach a lot more people by coming to conventions, and I really enjoy that. That brings no amount of joy to me. I mean, no small amount of joy in my life to be able to bring that to people that just regular folks that just want to learn for their own passion.
And you're going to get a lot of people from varying degrees, people who just have a curious interest to the truly passionate types. And you're going to see a gambit of those people show up to your workshops, I would hope.
I did this morning. We spanned the whole gamut, like you said. We had novice and people that already knew what I was talking about. And probably could teach me some things. So
that's the beautiful thing about this industry is we can always learn so much from each other. You can always just because you know what you're doing doesn't mean that guy over there. It's a camaraderie, I guess, is a better way to kind of think about things.
Well, you can ask 10 different makeup artists the same question and end up with 10 different methods to get from point A to point B. And that's what's fun about it, because everybody has their own way of doing things. And everybody has their own style and things that they like to do.
Their own touch.
So
you tend to see that. I'm from Nashville originally, and so the music, from a musical aspect, that's a very common thing. Like you have people, hey, all of you play the song, but it's all going to have that nice, different tonality to it, and that's something that I really appreciate you guys as makeup artists. You all have that individual character, that individual you, in your designs.
I mean, I think Patrick said it best at the end of season 2 when he looked at me and goes, I can tell a makeup before they even tell me who did it because I just see you in everything that you do, and that's. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but as an artist, a lot of times when you get a job, you have the opportunity or the luxury of saying, yeah, it's not really my thing, I'm not really into that, I'll pass on it.
Right.
When you're on Face Off, you don't have that luxury.
They're going to throw it all at you.
You have to find something in each challenge, even if you think the challenge stinks.
Which happens.
Which happens quite often. But you have to find something in every challenge to bring yourself into.
Yeah.
And to make it enjoyable for you, or else it just becomes a drudgery. So,
and that's really an easy thing to do. I mean, it becomes less of a job.
Everything,
And your style definitively is one of the ones that's always talked about. And Patrick was right. You have such a fantastic, joyful style with your makeup. I mean, you come around this convention in actual costume as well, and obviously you were here last year. I spoke with you in your costume, had no clue it was you.
I love hearing that. That means I did a good job.
Precisely. I mean, it was the work you do for business, for personal. It's just fantastic stuff.
Man, I was cosplay before there was a word for it. I mean, that's really how I got into all this. I always had to have the best Halloween costume. And you can't get a good Halloween costume out of a bag. It just doesn't happen.
No.
So you got to learn how to make costumes to go along with the cool face that you want to wear, to be the cool character that you want to be.
I want to thank you. Is there anything we can look forward to from you coming in the next year? Anything you want to drop for us?
I've got an Indiegogo out right now about a film project I'm really passionate about that I want to produce in West Virginia. And if you guys just look me up on Facebook, you can find the links to that there.
All right.
And it's a supernatural horror dark comedy. It's a great genre.
Just the genre on its own sells
Just its own genre. We just made it up. So it's going to be an awesome picture. And the cool thing about it is I want to film a web reality series with me and some other face-off people that you know and love getting together and working on this picture. So I think that'll be really cool.
That'll be pretty cool. It'd be a really good way for the audience to like, oh, I already know these guys.
Yeah, I mean, everybody remembers us from the show, and they keep saying, well, what are you up to now? What are you up to now? And we want to see you do more work. So I think maybe this is a good way to do a little bit of both.
To kind of get that in there.
Yeah.
Well, RJ, thank you so much for your time. Man,
I'm glad to be here, and you guys guys are awesome.
Hopefully this will be the start of a long and wonderful relationship.
Yes, I will be, next year we'll be in this chair again.
All right, we'll look forward to it, guys.
You're awesome, man.
Thanks buddy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.